Okay, so what I'm saying is that sometimes, well, what I don't like, I'm not gonna say sometimes, what I don't appreciate, and this is why I don't Trina B. Trina B a fake ass bitch. I'm gonna get into Trina B in a little bit. So yesterday, y'all know we had Gossip Girl. Shout out to the Gossip Girl. Shout out to Liz. Shout out to Super. And we did have a special guest, Kevin. And before we started the interview, I don't feel like it was an interview. Before we started, whatever it was, because it didn't feel interviewish, it felt more of conversational. And it just didn't feel like what I thought we were trying to do. Thank you, Russian. I got you. I'm coming back through, baby. So I didn't feel like it was an interview. It felt more conversational. So and just because I know who I am, and I'm so aware, people hate that, but I'm so aware of certain things, and I'm aware of my strengths, and I'm aware of my weaknesses. Thank you, Miracle Fufu, when it comes to Bigo, at least. And I love pivoting. I love people having their roles, and I feel like sometimes our roles are confused on Gossip Girl because y'all know I speak, in my opinion, very passionately and very open and, plainly and blunt. One could describe it as. But I think that I get annoyed when someone just wants to chastise me or have this inkling or feeling about what I say just because I'm saying it. Does that make sense? It's like, girl, okay, because it's me and I'm controversial. People say, and I like it's like people just want to, and that's what I feel like sometimes Leah does. Leah just want to have a rebuttal to what I say. And okay, if you're gonna have a rebuttal, can you at least dissect what I say first? You get what I'm saying? Like, can you dissect it, process it, and then respond? I hate a that speaks that want to respond and not dissect and listen. You know what I mean? Just want to speak just to respond and not understand. And I think she does that. It drives me crazy. But yeah, I think she has a tendency to do that. But I also have a tendency to not understand other people's perspective when I think I'm right. So two things can be true, and I think that that's my flaw. Because it could be a gift and a curse sometimes when I approach it like that. Because I do that when I feel like I'm right. Because I always think I'm right, and it sucks. I gotta dummy myself down. But I also should be gracious and give grace to people that have a difference of opinion. But it's like almost like you're not following the facts, though. That's what annoys me. So I don't think that I'm like the great spokesperson for Gossip Girl, even though I love the our exchanges. But it's just like, girl, you gotta do your homework, or like, yeah, it just feel like I would not make it on if I was on like The View or any of the major. Can y'all imagine me on The View with mother Whoopi Goldberg and motherfucking Barbara Walters and Star Jones? Bitch, I would be out of there. Bitch, I said, fuck this show. Girl, with my shot at the desk. Girl, I'll be drunk at the set like, Barbara, bitch, what are you talking about? Like, what? But you got to think about it. That's why those shows don't last either. Look how many cast changes The View done had. They had Rosie O'Donnell, Star Jones, they had so many cast changes throughout the decades because of people not being under a general consensus of opinion. You know what I mean? So I'm not one that, and that's more of a liberal show. That's more liberal and more Democratic. You can see how they talk. And I don't like people like that. I don't like one said show for one said thing. So if I say something that's, I feel like Donald Trump did, Gail, Whoopi Goldberg will have my head. And Joy Behar will have my head. And then I'm like, I hate that. I love an independent thinker. And that's sometimes I feel like a lot of stuff like, thank y'all for my beautiful diamonds. I need 3K to the first one, chat. But no, that's what I just love to have. At least if you're going to chastise me, I'm all up for criticism. I'm open to criticism. But at least let me see why you saying it versus you just saying it because it's me. That's all. I know I said all that to say that, but you know I'm long-winded, bitch. It takes me a lot. I like to just tell you because it takes me a long time to get to the woo. Thank you, Fufu. So I want to apologize to Kevin for my approach. My message, I think, was in means, and I feel as I had a very substance message. I just feel like my delivery, possibly, and my choice of how I worded certain things could be, a little aggressive. And I could see how one could, But that's how I wanted to stay quiet. That's why, okay, let me block you, but you ain't gotta accept it. Accept my little in your oh, you about to have me say something crazy. I'm about to say in your ass, bitch. Let me block you and get you up out of my face, bitch. Okay, yeah, I'm about to God working on me still. I'm still that one special child that God has chosen to work on and put me in a corner and tap that hand because sometimes I be needing that. But no, all jokes aside, though, I want to apologize to Kevin sincerely for I think that I only took it the way I seen it versus having an independent conversation with him. I just took it how I see y'all seeing it. Like, girl, this is crazy, and and that was my first raw reaction to seeing him because I don't get to talk to him as much. We don't have that rapport where we line and da-da-da because, he be saying a little shady stuff. I ain't gonna be fake. Kevin do throw shade, and I think that gets thrown under the bus because of the circumstance. But he do be feeling it, and he's very defensive and oftentimes aggressive. But we all are. So I understand it's a sensitive topic, but he do be getting a little cute and throwing a little bit of shade and giving a little twang sometimes. Because I had to go back and look at the recaps. And I'm like, he was saying no shade, no shade. And I'm like, oh, this is a little sassy one right here. But I ain't trying to say it like that. But it did give me like sassy tease. And I'm like, I oftentimes have to go back. I do go back when I'm sitting in the bed, playing in my hind parts. But I'll go back and I'll look on, at the clips and the recaps, people tagging me on what. And I'll see, like, how did I carry this? Was I wrong? Try to assess take accountability, first and foremost. That's why I'm able to apologize, because I've seen how I was so it was written. One thing about me, I have a resting bitch face. A lot of my expressions are through my face without me even having to say anything. And, a lot of times people can read my body language and see my face, and they make all these assumptions. So I seen that, and I was... y'all know me. I just can't help it. That's always been me. Like, you can tell when I'm into something and when I'm not necessarily into something. Anyway, so I was able to go back and see how I was acting. And I was acting kind of like a brat, standoffish, and disrespectful and rude. So I want to apologize to Kevin wholeheartedly. And I'm going to stand down. I'm going to stand down, y'all. I say that a lot. I am going to stand down yet again. And I have no problem with keep resetting and keep standing. And people I've explained this before, but people be so like, oh my God, Drake, all he do is apologize over and over and over and do the same shit. Well, this is the thing about that. I apologize for the mere fact that I can let it go. Sometimes people tend to not say they're going to apologize because they have no intentions of letting stuff go. I do, actually. It's just that don't take that apology and think that warrants you cutting up. Now, because once you do that, the apology becomes null and void. You get what I'm saying, Pootie? Now, it's time to turn back up. And now I don't want that apology. That apology's off the table. And now I need your head. So that's that. Because people be thinking because I apologize often and I'll keep apologizing. And which I think I'll always be that person. I'll keep having to apologize over and over. And I can mean it. Two things is true. I do apologize and I do mean it, but don't let that apology think that you just off the... No, it's not stop apologizing. There's nothing wrong with apologizing and meaning it. Girl, what do you mean? Like, I could apologize a million motherfucking times and mean it, but I do want to apologize. I'm long-winded, my bad, girl. And what was I talking about? Damn, I talk so much. I lose my train of thought. What was I just talking about? No, before that, I was saying something else. Oh, the apology. Yeah. Just because I apologize don't mean that it gives you a hall pass to keep disrespecting me. And I'm gonna keep apologizing. Prior to my very last day, I'll apologize over and over and over and over and over and over because I mean it. And that also gives you a sign that I'm not harboring anything and I'm not holding on to anything. I'm kind of letting it go because that's who I am. I'm a person that lets it go. So, I'm letting this go with Kevin and I'm apologizing to him and his mother, Miss Regina. I want to apologize to those two people.